Another great day, man. Been locked in all morning, man. Putting in that work in. That's why I'm drinking this motherfucking Celsius right now. It's like as soon as I fall into rabbit holes about business and credit, I just go deeper and deeper and deeper, and I be on that shit all day. But
That's what's up. I mean, I feel like there could be worse shit to be on throughout the day. I feel like
oh hell yeah,
that's a good rabbit hole to get into, bro.
yes sir. Because it's like a lot of stuff having to deal with credit. A lot of people don't know. For if you're like us in a group in the area like us, they teach you credit like one segment of economics class that lasts about fucking a few days, and then you're gone. You don't remember anything about credit until you finally get a credit card and you fuck it up. Shit crazy.
I'm telling you, bro. And the way it was taught to us, like it's like literally one class on economics, which is I find it's crazy. I feel like it should
exactly.
Be
you should be learning economics and just about money literally every year you're in school.
They should definitely make that a core subject. And it's one of those things like you have to take it in order to graduate. But most people take it like when they're juniors or seniors when they just want to get this shit done. Like you're not even
and even then you're learning a lot of stuff, but it's so shallow. It doesn't go as deep as it needs to be because they don't want you to understand that student loan you're about to take out, that's gonna be one of the worst fucking loans you're gonna take. Like you're literally better off building your credit up or having it built up by being an authorized user on your parents' credit. Then by the time you get 18, maybe instead of going to school taking out 40-50 band loans, maybe you take that out and do something you actually want to do with it. But hey, let's get into the show, man.
I'm telling you, like I feel like
all day, like
we definitely could. But we're gonna get right into this thing then. Bro, and it's a quote. I seen it on the IG. Bro, there is no romance without finance. Basically saying it's gonna be harder for a man to be more romantic and pleasing to a woman without money. And I feel like, goddamn, he hit it on the head.
yeah, I mean that's definitely true. Like it's definitely true. I can see some guys being mad about that. Just anytime you bring up having to spend money, for some reason it makes niggas mad. But it's true. It gets to a certain point where yeah, you can do the free dates and all that stuff. But if you want to give her some grand experience in life, take her to do some shit she never did before, it's gonna cost.
I'm telling you. So that's why it's important. Get up your money. But at the same time, bro, no, yeah, we all say when you first taking a girl out on a date, you shouldn't go above and beyond, bro. We're not saying that. We're just saying if you really want this shit to last and really want to have a meaningful relationship, y'all gonna have to start doing new shit, bro. Yeah, you can take her on that picnic twice, but after the third time, that picnic's gonna get boring, bro.
Yeah,
that saving money stuff, I'm telling you.
That picnic better be on a beach in the Bahamas or something like that by the third time. And like, you don't gotta go OD like that, because if you got a good woman, she gonna understand you still grinding. But at the same time, if you're gonna be in a relationship, which is why if your money not right and all that shit, you shouldn't be in a relationship. But if you're gonna be in one, have that shit together, have that shit right, and make sure. I like to look at things when I'm spending money now. How much percent of my net worth am I about to spend on this date, this object, this car, this whatever I want to buy? If it's over, like if it's a date, you shouldn't be spending more than 1, maybe 2% of your net worth. Like it really depends on how much money you got, but you don't want to be. Even that kind of seems like a lot, because if you only got $100, then well, shit, you can't even afford the fucking day.
I'm telling you.
Exactly, but that's how it should be, though. So if your money is that low that you can't afford the date, only spending a few percentages of your net worth, then don't go. Tell her you need to focus on yourself, like guys like to do all the time.
I'm telling you. And that's what niggas be blowing their whole half their net worth on the date, bro. I'm telling you.
And that was cool when we was young, and yeah, your mom gave you $100 and you like, shit, back, we gonna go on this date, and I'm gonna go do this fun shit, or I'm gonna go do this and blow half that money right there. But now you a adult, you know what I'm saying? Really, when you a child too, you should be thinking of shit like that. Like, all right, well, if I got $100, should I spend more than $20 on this date? Cause that's 20% of my net worth right there. Like if that's all I motherfucking got, and I know I'm not getting no more money till my mom give me another allowance or this or that or the third or that check come in or whatever.
I'm telling you, bro. But hey, to each his own. To each his own. But I'm telling you right now, And I feel like it's gonna be more fun when you can do better dates, bro. I feel like it makes the relationship more fun. Cause just like how you were saying, like, yeah, it's gonna be fun to blow that $50 while you're blowing it. But then when you get home and look at your bank account, you're like, I might should have never did that. But imagine you just got unlimited money.
Yeah, and the problem is, I think when dudes, like we always say, God, self, God, purpose, self, man, you gotta have that in line. And I like to put, when I'm thinking about self, I like to think of myself as its own literal like business, its own business entity. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be its own business entity. And the fact that like, what's the risk to return? How much am I putting out on this date? Like I know, like I'm saying, this is just fun money. How much is this fun money taken away from the money that I need to put towards my business? And yeah, if I blow all my money on this shit, I still got reoccurring bills and shit going on. Like you got to take all that shit into account.
You actually do, bro. That's why we do say get the money first. Because once you got the money, you don't got to worry about that shit, bro. And I know nobody likes dealing with money problems, bro. No, I don't care who you are. Not those kind of money problems. Different money problems like, oh, I got too much money. Where I'm going to put all this money. Mm-hmm. Those the kind of money problems we want, bro. Not the not having not having enough money. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. There really won't be no romance without that finance part. And I feel like girls, they kind of do mess it up too, because sometimes they only focus on the finance part. That shit not cool either, because at the same time he might be grinding. Like if he's still grinding, like help him grow, like help him stack the money so y'all can get the finances part straight, so the romances will take care of itself.
Yeah, I seen this video. I hope it was staged, man. It was this girl, she's sitting in the car with the dude. He pulls up, they pull up the Cheesecake Factory. It's their first date. He gets out the car. She's like, she's already recording. She's like, this man done pulled up the Cheesecake Factory. He think I'm getting out this car. He comes around the car to let her out the door. He's like, are we gonna go inside? Like, what are you doing? Trying to figure out what she's doing. She's like, you trying to take me to Cheesecake Factory and all that shit? Like, just being dumb, ungrateful. She said, like, yeah, you was a gentleman. You was kind and respectful and all this shit, but oh, you're not spending enough money on me while you're courting me. She said, well, I get courted. And mind you, this girl, she was like a 4, and probably like a 3.5 for real. Like 45 overall type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like her ass, like she did all that extra stuff and like recorded it. And he sat down and had a conversation with her about it. And he just ended up just taking her home. Cause he's like, and that's what you should do. Don't let a girl, like, especially if she not in your inner circle, part of your team yet, don't let her make you feel any type of way about how much money you spending. Because you keep that money in your pocket, your value is only going up and hers is going down every day.
I'm telling you, bro. And for a situation like that, that's the exact woman we don't want. For the simple fact, she's too concerned about where. It don't matter if I'm taking you to McDonald's. It's not even about that. Really, it should be a test. Take the girl to McDonald's and see what she say, bro. Because every girl I've ever met that didn't eat McDonald's was a red flag the whole time. Especially when y'all young. That shit's crazy. Especially if you came from eating that. Like, would you not eat McDonald's as a kid? Was you not fucking that shit up, my nigga?
I was eating McDonald's as a kid, but I mean, like, as an adult, I wouldn't mind if she didn't want to go to McDonald's type shit, but I don't even know, because then she could probably still find something healthy, get some fries or a little salad or something if it's that big of a problem. Me, I'm not going that low on the date, though. I'm not going to McDonald's personally. Like,
but I'm telling you, that's a personal decision, bro. And you got to think, niggas can afford that date. Niggas can afford some of these niggas. It's only going to be McDonald's. So I feel like that shouldn't be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you're supposed to be getting to know me, it doesn't matter what we're doing for real. Even if we was just sitting in the car chopping it up, I feel like those be the best kind of dates when y'all just like doing something just different.
Mm-hmm. And that takes for y'all to have, both of y'all, like, to be the type of people that have personalities outside of getting stuff and buying new things and shit like that. Because yeah, like, romance, it is gonna cost you, my nigga, but it shouldn't be breaking the motherfucking bank for you, and it shouldn't be a everyday expense, or it's just constantly draining, and you're not getting really nothing back out of it. Like, she not helping you with shit. She just wants you to take, because You get the right woman, she helps you out enough, you're gonna want to take her to nice places and shit like that. And she's probably gonna take you to a nice place sometimes, and you done went to the bathroom, she done paid the bill before you got back, and you a little mad, you like, damn, why you paid the bill? Like, but you feel good about it at the same time because you got someone that's willing to do that shit type shit for you.
Literally, bro. That's what be fucking up the game. Like, man, they say it's not tricking if you got it. But you got to think. Look at the type of woman you're expecting. That's not a person. That's not a girl with a good personality. Maybe not a good one or have none at all, bro. Simple fact. That's all she cares about. How much this is. How much this is. Like the looks of things. That's not going to be a good one because what happens when you down and struggling, bro?
Exactly.
That
you
woman's not going to be there.
$125 meal. You know what I'm saying? $160 if y'all done got more than one drink each. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit adds up. And like, yeah, and a lot of times girls like that, she got friends and they be into the social media shit so much to where they trying to keep up with everybody. They want to post something every motherfucking time. Either way, like the way the dude was looking too, I ain't gonna lie, cause he wasn't like a black dude, he was like an Indian dude. I think she was trying to get a free meal out of his ass for real.
Yeah, and that be another thing too. And then people wonder why guys are how some guys turn out how they are, like not liking women and shit. That shit happens to they're real people. Like y'all be forgetting, guys are real people too. Like so when sometimes they gonna feel used, and I know women feel this way too. But I'm just saying, like, think about it. Like think about how some things look if you can't go to and I think the Cheesecake Factory is a nice restaurant. Me personally. I fuck with the Cheesecake Factory.
I think it was I never ate that. I'm not really a cheesecake dude, but I know they got other stuff and shit like that. But I feel like it's like a good like nah I'm saying mid-tier junk. Like it ain't nah I'm saying 5-star, but it ain't fucking McDonald's. Like that's somewhere decent first date. And the whole time he looked like one of them dudes like a tech dude. Like he banded up on the low, but he know what I'm saying, he drive his car because he trying to do other shit with his money. He ain't worried about how he looking and shit like that. Versus like her, I can't go there. This dude, he done got me here. He's supposed to take me to this place so I could get this meal. Then I ain't gonna lie, like you go to the expensive ass places, the food be hitting. Know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had a bill that was over $120 that was not hitting. Like
you can't.
yeah. Like niggas would be complaining for real.
Yeah, I was gonna say hell to pay.
It's definitely a difference. I like to say you pay the price to live the life, but do it on your terms.
I'm telling you, do it on keyword. Do it on your terms, my nigga. Like she gotta earn that. Like those expensive restaurants, those are earned. Those aren't just given. Cause you take her to an expensive restaurant off the get go. What's next? How are you? Cause she's gonna want better. I promise you, she is gonna want better than what she had. So, what are you gonna do? Just keep trying to top it and top it and top it?
Fuck no, y'all better find out what y'all favorite spots is.
I'm telling you.
Know what I'm saying? And add some new shit every once in a while, and go do some actual. To me, first dates, restaurant. It depends. If it's like a quieter mood, then you can get to know somewhere. But somewhere maybe like the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know if that's like. More so like a lot of families be in there and be kind of loud type, one of those type spots like that. It's gonna be harder to like meet somebody. It's not as bad as the movie theater where you ain't supposed to be talking at all and shit like that. But like go do some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna save more money anyway.
I'm telling you, bro, and have some substance with you, bro. Like be able to keep a conversation, talk about something important other than the shade room and what fucking Will Smith said about fucking Tupac or fucking Will Smith.
The highlight of the date should not be what y'all did, to be honest. It should be, especially like a first date, the highlight should be more so you.
I'm telling you.
That you should have wowed her. She need to be feeling like she need to go home and get in the group chat and type about you to all her friends and let her know what you did and how much of a gentleman you was. You opened the car door, you pulled a chair out, all that good shit, man.
I'm telling you, that's what you really need. Because, and I feel like a lot of people do that shit too. Like, they get so distracted and just talk about other people. Like, I was having like a little, FaceTime date, and this girl, all she was literally doing was talking about another coworker. And I was like, ain't no fucking way. And I got off the phone. I was like, I do not want to hear about your fucking coworker. Like, why the fuck is that part of any of this? And I feel like that be other people too. Like, they be so concerned about what everybody else is doing instead of being in the moment. I promise you, if he still would have took her to the Cheesecake Factory, she would have never been in the moment. She was too busy on her phone posting.
She wasn't even trying to get out the car, man. Like, shorty ass was on some other shit for real.
Like, that shit is not cool at all. And that's literally going to bring us into our next topic, bro. Men's and women's values. Because men and women are valued in totally different perspectives. Like, not even on the same chart type shit. Like, that's why, and that's another thing that be getting people fucked up. You can't value a man the same way you value a woman, bro. So that's why really equality is crazy, because it doesn't make sense. Like, that's like trying to compare a fucking, what is it? That's saying like men are from Mars, women are from Jupiter, some shit like that. Like, it's like a little kid saying, bro. But it literally implies, because men, their value, you know, as a man, you start off at 0. You're going to start off at 0 because what do you got? Nothing. You have nothing. Women, what do you start at? 100. Who doesn't want to protect their daughter? Mm-hmm. Like, I can't name a single guy that would want something bad to happen to their daughter. Like, and I'm not even talking about the best fathers. Even a mediocre father, he doesn't want nothing to happen to his daughter. So I feel like they're starting off much higher, and then as they get older, that's when their value can start to drop if they choose to let it. How does your value drop as a woman? Becoming less pure, bro. And that's just what it is. Like, when I mean becoming less pure, messing with a whole bunch of guys. Anything that's not ladylike. Anything you wouldn't want your mom to do. Anything you would not want your mom to do. Even girls out here watching this. If you would not want to see your mom do it, why would you do that? Like, nobody wants to think about their mom, like, sucking some dick, bro. That's just what it is. And I feel like it's the same thing. So when women start doing that stuff and like losing purity, I think that's when their value goes down.
And I think it's important to point out that my boy Meechyyy, he's explaining value in relationship dynamics and family dynamics relationships, family dynamics as people as a whole type thing. Because of course, like, yeah, as a woman, you could be a hoe and all that shit, and you might fucking work at Walmart and you get moved up to manager because you're this valuable employee because you don't have kids, and like, you don't have kids, you're always on time, you're always on call, you come to work every day, you're not pregnant and all type of stuff. So yeah, you could have hella value over there, but when it comes to interracial and personal dynamics is where people get these lines misconstrued, because they're like, oh, I can still have value because I'm getting the bag and all this shit, but women, I'm sorry to tell you, you don't, like, you can get value like that. Yeah, you don't gain value like that, and really your value is going to be based off what men want, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to interpersonal relationships and stuff like that. It's going to be based on what men want, not how much other girls envy you because of your fucking Instagram and social media and shit like that.
Facts. And you got to think, women can literally do stuff men can't. Like, women can literally have a baby. Men can't do that. So I feel like they try to go away from where they're valuable at, and then try to come on the man side. It doesn't make sense, bro. It's like being a stellar fucking football player, but being subpar at fucking soccer.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you going over and playing, when you choosing soccer over being the football player? Like, yeah, a lot of these women, because of things, they don't want to stick into their femininity, which that would work for them. But you have so many that before they even knew what their value was based on, because of whether they didn't have a father or society or systematic stuff like that, they already lost what was like most valuable about them, like their purity and shit, before they even knew. It's because all of these bad influences that we have on the children and stuff like that. So women, because it's like, how do you tell someone like, you're fucking 25, you got fucking 50 bodies, you're worthless now, no man's gonna want you and shit like that. They're not gonna have no other option but try to gather around the rest of the hoes and create some type of empowerment thing going on and shit like that. So it's like, that's kind of why we have the problem. But it would be a lot better if they did understand, like, yes, we are equally valuable as men as women. We're just polar opposites. We're supposed to be doing different shit.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's why I'm trying to get out the message. Like, and for that example, let's say you are 25 with 30 bodies. Nobody is saying you're wrong. Nobody is saying, like, oh, you lived a horrible life or you're just shit.
I'm kind of saying it, though.
All right, but he doesn't mean that for real. Nobody's saying that. But it's just the fact that, dude, if you know you're like this, you can get better. There's still hope. If you got, let's say you do got 35 bodies, become a better person, bro. Be a good person. Like, being a good person triumphs so much shit you've done in your past, bro. That's literally how you make up for shit. I feel like that's how you redeem yourself.
I do believe in redemption. I just don't believe that you should think that everybody's gonna accept your redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect everybody I did something wrong to forgive me and all these things, or want me back in their life after I did some fucked up shit to them type shit. But like, I understand, like, yeah, and just because I do, you know what I'm saying, would say you're a shitty person, that's not me like casting judgment on you. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is, but it's kind of not, because I know shit. You know what I'm saying? Just as I can judge whatever woman that's been extra promiscuous, she can judge me for whatever the fuck that I did that hurt or harm somebody else type shit. So it's like, we not like throwing stones with the conversation. It's just more so one woman to understand, like, yo, you are valuable. It's just not in the same way that a man is.
Exactly. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. Because I feel like once women understand that, bro, it's gonna help. I feel like it's just gonna help more women to know, like, okay, if my value is based on my purity, just like a man's value based on what the fuck he can provide, and it's the same thing, bro. It's the opposite, but the same thing. Because I can see how a person can say that's fucked up, judging a woman based on her purity. It's fucked up to judge a man based on how much money he can earn. Like, I feel like it goes hand in hand, bro. It literally goes hand in hand.
Yeah. I don't really think either one is fucked up, though. I just feel like that's just what it is. Like, when you get to the basis of all beings, like, if you was a fucking tiger with no teeth, then you have no fucking value, my nigga. Like,
I'm telling you.
You have no fucking value. If you couldn't, like, then you're not gonna be in the pride long, or the pride is not gonna respect you for too long if you're not holding your weight and doing whatever the fuck your responsibilities is. You know what I'm saying? And just like I don't see why not being a hoe is such a crazy responsibility to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be them out there, and it's because of men. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women are gonna always follow after the men. So if niggas is not paying for pussy, if niggas is not looking for easy pussy and all these things, then women are not gonna be giving it. Now we promoted the woman reading books and helping their husbands out and doing all these good quality woman things. We promoted all that stuff. Then yeah, all the hoes gonna be like, damn, we gotta start acting like we good women now. Know what I'm saying? So you'll see just a lot of more chameleons, but it's gonna, coming up after those chameleons, is gonna be women seeing like, damn, like, all the dudes like this type of woman. They like this type of woman. My dad married to this type of woman. My mom acting like this. And these type of women, they over there kind of fucked up. They old now. They got cats. Still trying to sell themselves. Oh, it's gonna be a epidemic of grandmas on OnlyFans in like 40 years, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's literally the way we're going. That is, I'm telling you, like, literally the way we're going. And that shit is not cool. Like, yeah, niggas make jokes about that shit, but that shit is not fucking cool, my nigga. I do not want my fucking teacher my fucking kid being taught by a fucking teacher that got an OnlyFans, bro. That shit, I feel like you're not teaching my kid nothing good. I don't care. I don't care at all. Mm-hmm. But that's really all it is. So just know men's values and women's values totally different. Now that we get that, be better. Just be better. And I feel like what be fucking men up, bro, when men, they feel like there's freedom to have sex with multiple women, because that doesn't decrease their value. Anything, that just inflates it. Mm-hmm. But what be fucking men up, bro, when they're having kids, when they start having kids, creating homes that either A, they can't pay for, or B, they getting having a family at one home, then having a kid over here, having a kid over here, having a kid over here, child support, any kind of thing like that, like where it's taking money that they do not have.
Creating broken homes, that's definitely one of the biggest problems. I say another thing with men being overly promiscuous is just you're decreasing your own value, like especially like I think spiritually, just because you're entertaining all these different energies, allowing all these different women to like leech from you. Because even if you're not giving her money, if you're giving her consistent dick, or she can just text you and you'll come over at any time, she got control over you in some sense. You know what I'm saying? Like she got some power over you. So you do have to also think about how many women you just kind of giving that away to, and how long it takes for that fucking, with the bond or a soul tie they like to call it, to like be detached from. So where you're not just gonna jump up for her no more and shit like that. Cause like once you open that door and just start, you know what I'm saying, just having all these different women and just sex, it's like, when does it stop and when does it become too much? How much does it affect your personal life and financials, your purpose, and all that other stuff?
But so that's where men fuck up, and by men fucking up, it does also affect the woman, because now she's pregnant. Hopefully, she's not a single mom, but if she is, that's not helping anything either. We know that. But at the same time, if a man can afford all those kids and can make a healthy lifestyle about it, then I feel like he's not fucking up. He's not. But to a woman, let's say she's just having multiple kid after kid after kid by different men, my nigga, she's soiled. Like, I don't know what else to say on that one. She's soiled. Like, she done fucked up the game to another extent, because now she has babies by multiple men.
It will never be anybody's queen.
I'm telling you. I mean, if somebody decides to come do that, but I don't know too many men, not too many good money making men that's gonna come and raise 2 other kids that's not his. Like, I've seen 1, but 2, that's crazy. And you gotta think, some people be having 3, 4. Like,
that's all it is, man.
I'm telling you, bro. That's
to be honest, you're a young dude. You shouldn't be taking care of another man's kids. I've always said that for years. You know what I'm saying? It just, find your own. You know what I'm saying? Try to find your own first. If you can't, if everybody on the world fucking dies and it's just you and a single mom left, then you can go. You got my okay.
I'm telling you, bro. But other than that, nah, bro. Because it's never gonna be worth it. It's never gonna be worth it. And you got to think, this is last, like we said in the previous episode, you should try to find the most purest girl you can, bro. That should be purest and good actual girl. Just because she's a virgin, she's not a good girl. Because that could be a case too. You can meet a virgin that's probably not right for you. That's okay. But the most
I can see not right for you, but I don't think it's too many that ain't a good girl.
Yeah, I was about to say but she don't fit what you need, and that's okay too. But the purest and that fits what you need, go after her, bro. And I promise you don't got a kid. And boom, that's literally gonna bring us into our next topic, bro. For the simple fact, being a hoe. There's a lot of people that hoe shame. We're not one of those people. I don't think we're those people.
I mean, I will shame a hoe from time to time.
But I feel you. But you gonna call a spade though. Yeah. I feel like we don't be slut shaming. We call a spade a spade. If you a hoe, you a hoe. And not saying you shouldn't be a hoe, but I'm saying if you a hoe, stand on being a fucking hoe, bro. And that's what be fucking people up, bro. Women or men too, but it is different. When they put on that camouflage, like they're trying to back like, oh, I'm not really a hoe. I only got 35 bodies. Nah, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. That's 35 different niggas that have been inside. That's 35 different DNAs that's been inside of you. You're not saying you're not a hoe. You can't say that. And I feel like that's where the difference is. Girls that accept the fact that they're a hoe and girls that don't.
Yeah, I think you do have a large majority of the women that like to scream, be who you are and embrace this and embrace that. But at the same time, when someone calls them out on it or use them as a joke or anything like that, then they get mad and all extra sensitive about it. It's like, nah, be who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? If like someone wanna say I'm whatever the fuck, I don't even know what y'all would say bad about me, but if whatever it was, if it was fucking true, you know what I'm saying? Then I just gotta accept that what I am. Okay, I'm fucking pro guns. You know what I'm saying? Someone like, oh, you're fucking pro guns. You're a bad person. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm pro guns. I just don't agree with the bad person part because, you know what I'm saying? If the criminals got them, the military and the government got them, I believe a citizen should too. I think that's kind of logic. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't agree with that and you wanted to say what you had to say, I gotta let you say what you want to say, just like I can say what I want to say about a hoe. You just be a hoe, you know what I'm saying? And eventually, if I see I'm not striking a nerve with you, I'm gonna probably leave you alone. Like obviously, me calling you a hoe, I don't know why I would call you a hoe unless like that's what you went by. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't just gonna call even the hoes. Like I'm not calling them hoes. Like not to their face at least. Like usually hoes really, and that's a whole different topic. It's like a term of endearment for real. Like when we just talk, like when you with your guys and you like, yeah, the bitch is coming over or the hoes coming over. Like that could be any girl.
I'm telling you, that could be my wife. You talking about?
Yeah. Maybe not. Nah, if it's the wives coming, you gotta say it's the wives coming. You can't say it's the hoes coming. Like.
I feel you. And that's what it really is, though. So just calling a spade, bro. I'm not saying, oh, you shouldn't be a hoe. Bro, if you want to go be a hoe, you can go be a hoe. Hoe. Niggas love hoes. That's just a rumor. I heard niggas love hoes. Granted.
And like we say, niggas is a whole separate species of person by itself. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Well, you know what I'm saying? Men of all species and races like promiscuous women from time to time or at certain points in their life.
Exactly.
So it's like, that's why I said, like, if niggas want the hoes to be gone, it's our job. Like, we the only ones that can exterminate the hoes. And I'm not talking about doing no fucking violence to women, because somebody will try to switch that up. But we can exterminate the hoes by ignoring the hoes. So when niggas really don't want it to be no more hoes no more, we know what to do.
I'm telling you, bro. But until then, niggas love hoes. So, and since there's a need for them, there's going to be them. And that is perfectly okay. So, if that's how you want to live your life, that's okay too.
Prostitution is the oldest profession, they say.
I'm telling you, I heard that too. And hey, if that's how you want to make your living, bro, go forward. But it's just the fact that I feel like you gotta stand on that shit, bro. Just like Drewski said, stand on business, man. You gotta stand on business with this shit. So if you want to be a hoe, okay, go be a hoe, but stand on it. So when a dude come up to ask you like, oh, how many bodies you got, or a question like that, or something, not saying he's gonna ask that, but I'm just saying anything, stand on it.
Don't shame him and try to say, oh, you're insecure and all these different things because he don't want to cuff you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're recreational use only once you get that whole title. Like, to most masculine men that care about their legacy and future and all these things, you're going to be recreational use only. Now, you can find a simp. There's plenty of dudes. Yeah, nigga like Russell Wilson will let you come ruin his career because we see it what the fuck that nigga's doing right now. And, hey, I ain't going to blame Sierra for it, but, hey, shit just... Nigga ain't focused out there. Nigga is not focused.
Future might be in that nigga head, bro. Right. Bro, and that's just what it's gonna be. You can still find somebody like that, bro. But I feel like you can't expect to have a man with like real like culture, like class, like more of a higher value male being the hoe. And I feel like you shouldn't.
Yeah, cause bro, any nigga that cuffs a hoe, he suffers from it every time. You see what Logan Paul is going through right now. This nigga is trying to put a lawsuit on another nigga for putting out that his girl is a hoe. That's crazy. That's OD, man. Like, nigga should not be doing that. He need to get in there and fight and earn some of his, earn a little bit of respect back. Cause if he win, you still cuffing a fucking cum dump.
And that's the type of shit niggas gonna be saying about your wife. She's a fucking cum dump. Damn. Granted, At that point, you can't care what nobody
allegedly
else
a condom, because I ain't. Hey,
I like that.
That nigga filing lawsuits and shit. You gotta watch him.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's just the shit. I don't care what him says, Adam 22 about, oh, they don't care. Bro, there is no way you love a woman and letting her get fucked by another man. Bro, that shit is there. That shit should be torture. That shit is torture in other countries,
The only way is you gotta be like Adam. You gotta be like an atheist type dude, bro. That's the only way I can see you really accepting that. Because any man that got God in his life would not accept that.
Bro, I feel like he don't know what like love is or something. Like I feel like something is wrong with him,
bro. Look at that nigga eyes, bro. It's soulless, bro. That nigga's soulless. He gotta be soulless, man. All them fucking prostitutes and porn stars he done messed with. He's traumatized by fucking his wife. I know every time he in there, he thinking like, damn, it's extra space all in this motherfucker now. Everything like.
Bro, you gotta think. That's just the normal shit. Like, there's no way he's looking at her as something that he truly loves, that like he truly values, bro. Bro, that's like I just bought a brand new whip. The first thing JU asks, hey, let me drive that bitch. I'm like, God damn, my nigga, I just got that bitch. Like, can I drive the bitch first? Like, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, there's no way I'ma just, don't get me wrong, you're my brother, I love the nigga, but goddamn, let me feel it out first, my nigga. Like, that shit is crazy.
I get out, your seat all warm and shit. Like.
I'm telling you, bro, you leaving stains on that bitch. Bro, this nigga, bro, what's that black nigga name that fucked Adam 22? Like fucking.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know that nigga name, but I know Adam know his name.
I promise you, I don't know.
I know Adam know that. Dude.
Bro, he just took his brand new Porsche for a spin, left stains in that bitch. And dented that bitch up and then returned it like, here you go, bro. And then he paid him for it. Like, it didn't get paid for that bitch. What? You know how much money he made off that shit?
For
just the nigga.
I mean, you gotta think.
Jason Love. That's
Adam probably made more money off it than him, to be honest. And that's gonna be his thing. But to me, that's like you selling your soul. Like you gonna have kids that are gonna in the next couple of years gonna be going to elementary school and all this shit. And you sold their mom off for fucking views on OnlyFans and shit like that. It's to each his own, but that shit is very crazy.
I'm telling you. So that's why I say it can't be something you love or the thing about it. And we're gonna be like that with a gang. Some niggas don't even want you touching they fucking gang, let alone a woman. Like niggas die about women every day, bro.
Fuck yeah.
And to let a nigga like take that shit for a spin, I'm not hearing you low. I can't hear that. I can't hear that at all. But hey, to each his own. To each his own. So when it really comes down to this shit, be a hoe, be a hoe. But just know, like, some men are not fucking with you, bro. And that's okay. That's okay. You can say you don't even want the men, but we do know that's a lie.
The man you want is not going to be fucking with you. And that's going to eat up at you. Next thing you know, you're going to be twerking on Charleston White on some random podcast. And just out on that getting drunk every day type shit. It's going to be a sad life for you. And all because... And I can't, like... You got to take your own personal accountability for what you did in your past. But this world is fucked up, you know? We all make our mistakes and shit like that. This world hella fucked up. Only thing you can do is grow, become a new person. The thing about it, you get caught up in that social media shit. I know we referred to Brittany Renner a couple times. She can't do shit. She had to go get a fucking facial reconstruction and go live on a... Like, humble herself down to go live somewhere no one can find her ass if she want to have a successful relationship at this point.
Facts. Bro, because you got to think, any man that's going to take her seriously probably not making more money than her. And that's where, oh my goodness, that's where these women fail to fucking realize, bro. You doing that shit, you probably do make a lot of money from that shit. You do. But it didn't. As you're doing it, you're literally going in the realm of the men. We was just talking about this shit. Women's is purity. Men is what can they provide. So when a woman goes to how much she can provide, that's to a man that's already making money. That's nothing. Like you're not bringing nothing to the table.
Yeah, you're not, because you're trying to think of it in a man's way instead of being a woman and understanding. Part of your purity is that not a bunch of guys have been imprinted on you. Know what I'm saying? They ain't got their DNA all in you. They ain't get up in your mind and in your brain and leave a life-lasting impression on you. That's what happens with every new body you're catching. Know what I'm saying? So if you don't let all that extra imprinting get attached to you, if you don't let it get attached to you, then you're gonna be in a space where you can be in your womanly form, and you're gonna understand, like, yeah, I can help out with resources and this and that too, but my providing and protecting is gonna be different. I gotta provide and protect this nigga spiritually. I gotta let him do the masculine shit and hold down the physical shit.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. But let's take a few steps back, bro. So we all know what sex is, bro. We've been to sex ed. Alright, so just to run this shit down, every time a man penetrates a woman, there's literally going to be a DNA swab. Every single time. For the man, it's definitely going to be less than the woman, obviously, for the simple fact, as a man, you're penetrating a woman. Like, you're literally inside of her, my nigga. Like, all up inside of her. Men, I don't know what kind of men don't be getting penetrated. not the ones that we talking about. So, therefore, it's going to be different. So, every time he's leaving his DNA inside of you, yeah, some of the women's DNA can also be inside of a man, but it's definitely going to be a lot different for the simple fact the penis is external, the vagina is internal. It's basics. It's basics right here. Stick with me. So, as I'm saying, every time he's going in and out, it's just DNA getting left. And it's literally already inside your body. For a guy, it could go in the pee hole. Like, it would have to, I feel like it would have to go in the piss hole. But it's still different. It's different. So, for the simple fact, having 35 different DNAs inside you, that's going to alter your DNA.
And the main difference with that in the men and the women is going to be, okay, as the woman, you're 9 times out of 10, you're having emotional connections to these dudes. Because we can go back from, take DNA and put energy into place. You have an emotional, strong connections with these dudes. A lot of times as a dude, your emotional connection is not that strong. So the imprint, whether we talking about the DNA or the energy, is just going to be at 2 different levels for the reasons you just named, and because the connection that you had with him was different from what he had with you. Like, yeah, he might be attached to you for a little bit, but you're going to be attached to him a lot longer when it comes to just being a woman. And you also got to think, the man, he's not going to pick up as many qualities from you as you are from him. You're going to be learning a lot more from him, especially if he's a good guy and shit like that. That's why I always say, I actually had wrote this down like a month ago for a topic, like, when you're fucking with women that do got multiple bodies, you're going to have to be the best guy she's ever had for y'all to have a good relationship.
Every single trip, bro. Because if not, she's going to think about what that other guy was doing.
Yeah, sexually, financially, stimulating her and all her emotions, like whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever's going on, she's gonna want either an equivalent or better, because she's always gonna have all these things to compare you to. It's like, damn, this bitch, she went from fucking with the rich nigga driving around in the brand new Benz every motherfucking day to this nigga got a hoopty. She not gonna even want to take that guy seriously with the hoopty. Like, yeah, he might could be a sneaky link or something like that, but she ain't gonna want to seem like, you know, women always talking about upgrading and shit like that. Like, that's what that's about.
That's what women be about, bro. They want that. They want, just like men. Men want to level up. Women want to level up too, bro. But it's just the different ways they go about it. Women, if she already had that guy that's, hey, took her to a 5-star restaurant the first date, we just said this, bro. Next, y'all might gotta go to a 5.5 or 6, bro. It's not gonna be, now you can never take that woman to Taco Bell. I dare you to take that. Bro, you think she didn't get out for Cheesecake Factory, my nigga? She might throw something at you pull up to Taco Bell. Like, she might really start physically abusing your ass. And that's literally what you're gonna have to be. The best nigga ever, bro. That's why I said, being a hoe brings nothing to the table for a man. Not really. And it does it for, I mean, for the woman, I mean, she can get stuff in the meantime while she's still being a hoe. But as soon as she stops wanting to be a hoe, whew, good luck, bro. Because then, what are you with, like 30? Hopefully you don't got no... This is best case scenario. You don't have any kids, no diseases, no nothing like that. Like, you're just...
Still gonna have inflated ass standards, and you... Still, it's gonna be very hard for you to pair bond because you've been bonded to all these different niggas, like that goddamn pair bond muscle or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bro science. That pair bond muscle is gonna be worn out, you feel me? It's used too much. It has been bonded too many times. It's like how people say, I'm just tired of relationships. I'm just tired of this. Because you've been in too many, and each one was these short little flings that ended because you think you got all these fucking options, and then you end up old as fuck with no options instead of finding someone good, finding someone compatible. And I ain't saying you stay through abuse and shit like that, but it's not gonna be sunshines and fucking rainbows at all times. At some point, you gotta make logical decisions with your relationship, and try to get the best situation for you, something that you do really want. But understand, like, it's gonna be rough patches and things gonna happen, and he might fucking slide out, get some side cheeks on accident, you know what I'm saying, slipping on that banana peel. He might, you know what I'm saying, do that shit, but you're gonna leave because of that and have to go get another relationship because you got some stupid ass standards in your mind that was given to you by a fucking Disney movie.
I'm telling you, a Disney movie, my nigga, a Disney movie, and most of those Disney movies do not have masculine men in them. Like, I can't name one. I honestly can't. Maybe fucking Tarzan. That nigga, he was fighting gorillas and shit. I could fuck with him, but other than that, hell no. And you got to think, Jane was in the jungle with that nigga, bro. That's some real ass shit. Come on, man. All right.
He also done killed a nigga about her too. I think the tiger, the leopard killed the nigga.
Shit, you know he want to call her body for it, though. You feel me? Bro, and that's really what it is. So, hey, to each his own, though. To each his own. But that is going to bring us into our next fucking topic, bro. And this is more so to help the younger generation out a little bit. Something I learned maybe about a couple years ago. Time is relative, bro. What I mean, time is relative. Time is relative. Think about it like this. My time is different from JU's time. JU's time is different from my time. A minute in my world might seem quick as a bitch, where a minute in his world could be totally slowed down. And that's just what it is. We do have like a central time to keep shit in order, but any of that shit, bro, you gotta understand my time is different, bro. Time is relative. Value your time how you value your time. That's the best thing I can tell you. Because let's say, for example, you're gonna be late for somewhere. If I know I'm gonna be late, all I say to myself, time is relative, bro. This shit is not gonna start before I get there, bro. Because in some cases, it just can't. It just can't. Like, you working at a job, you the fucking boss. Bro, yeah, you know you gotta tell your employees what to do. But shit is happening before I get there. So that's just some shit you gonna have to wait on. And to them, they might not even be waiting. They really might. They just might be just chilling, like they not think about it. But to you, you know you gotta be here at this certain time.
Time is your biggest asset, man. Broke people trade time for money. Rich people, they spend their money to buy more time. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You got to really start thinking of your time as his biggest asset. And I do think, like, when it comes to like the jobs and stuff like that, I think even Steve Harvey said the people who like to work a lot, they usually are happier, and I think he said they usually end up being more successful in life. And it's just because they're not stressing themselves out with trying to, you know what I'm saying, because they know they're doing this shit for somebody else. It's like they're not really stressing themselves out about it as much, you know what I'm saying? And that gives you more time to stress about what you really want to do, you know what I'm saying? Or not even stress about it, but just put more energy towards the things you really want to do and use your time to your advantage. Because at the end of the day, like, their fucking job, they don't give a fuck about you. You're just a number there. You're gonna, as soon as you die, you're gonna have another motherfucker walking in the next day. And that's why you do have to think about the time you are spending there and Also, just another point on time. Also, think about when you're buying stuff. Like I know I was talking about thinking about how much of your net worth you're losing, but also think about how much of your time you're doing. Think about how you get money right now and how much time is it gonna cost to go on that expensive date, or how much time is it gonna cost you to buy this expensive item and do all these things. Think about like is if you're only making $20 an hour right now and that date is $60, that's 3 hours worth of time you're spending on that date.
And when you start thinking about shit like that, shit gets a little crazy. Shit gets crazy.
And when you think about it like that, you're gonna have a better relationship with your money because you're gonna respect it a lot more, because you're gonna start thinking about your time more than you are thinking about that money. But you gonna like valuing your time, because hey man, like average lifespan about 75 years. You know what I'm saying? You're already in your 20s. It's 55 summers, know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about that time more wisely. Hopefully, you live to 100, you know what I'm saying? But all of y'all ain't taking care of y'all goddamn body right now.
I'm telling you. And y'all not valuing y'all time, bro. And this with people, too, bro. Like, I let all my friends know. Granted, sometimes I do be late to shit. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do be late. But when it comes down to me, bro, if we got some shit planned, we know we supposed to be here, I'm going to try my best to be timely, because I feel like that's just respecting people's time, bro. And I feel like you should do that with everybody around you, because nobody likes that one friend that's literally always fucking late, always doing some other stuff, bro. That shit's just not cool.
Mm-hmm.
So when it really comes down to it, value your time. And when I mean value, really value it like, no, all right, so let's say you finna do a job. You finna work this job for $15. We're gonna say $15 an hour. That's how much they're paying you for your time. Do you feel like your time is worth $15 an hour? Simple as that. And that's, and granted, people be talking about inflation like that, like with the barbers and shit.
Yeah.
They be fucking shit up though. They fuck this shit up for the simple fact, niggas times don't be that valuable. Like, if you can't cut, I'm not valuing your time at $50 an hour.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, as your personal self, you gotta judge how people value their time. But then you gotta understand some people like, yo, they price is they price. It's just not worth that to me. Mm-hmm. And also, it's good to think about that shit like this. Is like, all right, you're gonna get to a certain point where you know what I'm saying, you're doing good, your money looking good, maybe a 10,000 there or something like that, you're getting close to that 6-figure mark, and there's gonna come one day where there's gonna be a $10 job or a $15 job, and it might save you more money in the long run to not do that job and just to pay that $10-15 to somebody else to do it. And what am I talking about? Like washing your car. It might cost you, it might take you an hour, or like to really like give your car a good wash. It might take you about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And then and during that time, you could have been working on your business or doing something else or making a lot more money. So it just would make more sense at that time to not do that $10-15 job and pay someone else that $10-15 to wash your car for you, while you over here making $1,000 or more in that hour.
Facts, bro. And that's the same way in the household. I was thinking about this shit the other day. I was folding up clothes. I was like, this is some real meaningless shit. I can be somewhere being way more productive than this.
That's why people get maids and housekeepers and chefs and all that, because it's like at some point, like, you get beyond that. Oh, I need a wife to clean. Like, you trying to spend time with your wife. Like, she don't need to be in the kitchen, cleaning the house up all day, doing all these $10-15 jobs when she could be reading through your emails or doing some shit or setting your meetings, taking your phone calls or some shit like that.
I'm telling you, bro. And I feel like that would be way more valuable for her time, bro, and time to you. Mm-hmm. That's why time is so precious. Like, it's the most precious thing on earth. And y'all be getting so short, bro. Like, y'all really be getting so short. Like, especially these big companies, bro. They don't care about you, bro. But they know time is the most precious thing to us. But we give it away. Like, it's like, we have plenty of it. Money, we have plenty of money. We have infinite amount of money. Even if the dollar crashes again, we still gonna have infinite amount of money. Time, you don't got infinite amount of that, bro. So that's why I said we got to use our fucking time important, especially you watching this video right fucking now. Let's say you fucking 20, my nigga. You got time, but you don't got as much time as you think, bro. I feel like that's nobody. Like, even if I live to, which I'm gonna live to 103, by the way. But even at 102, I'm gonna be like, damn, like my time is still important, and you never know when the day is gonna be your day, bro.
And that's why, hey, yeah, you gotta stay on path, man. You gotta stay out of jail. That's a good one right there, because you're gonna waste a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money and opportunity costs fucking around with that shit. And hey, don't have fucking kids too early. Like, shit will detour you from your path, and it's gonna take a lot of time. And it's time that you want to put into your kids, because you want to make sure your kids raised right. But at the same time, if you waited a little bit, protected yourself a little more, you could put more time into your purpose first, and then, okay, boom, peel that layer back. Now you're on a new purpose layer of actually becoming a father. So you're preparing for that, and you still maintaining your minimum effort for everything else to keep going around it, but you kind of more so focused on being a father.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's how it really should be, bro. And another thing about like time rushing, bro. I feel like every time I rush places, something bad goes wrong, bro. I'm either forgetting something, bro. I either end up making a wrong decision. Like, it's always something. That's why I tell myself I'm not rushing. Like, I don't care.
You gotta take time to recalibrate, bro. Cause shit, every time if I don't do my checks, make sure I got everything in my pocket, I go outside and I leave my fucking key in the crib. Man,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I get back and I'm fucking locked out. And I'm sitting there with the dumb face because I was rushing out the fucking door.
Thanks. Which it would have took you less time to fucking do your check than how much time you be waiting outside.
Exactly. Waiting outside for 20, 30 minutes when it would have took me just an extra 10 seconds just to make sure phone, wallet, keys, me, pole.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, don't forget the last one. Simple as that. And that's why I said don't rush nowhere, bro. I don't care if you late. I was having a conversation with this person this morning, bro. Charlie was late for her. I was like, bro, time. I literally was like, time is fucking relative, my nigga. You're gonna get there when you get there, and they're gonna be okay with that shit because they don't have a choice. You know, you're gonna get places how you get places, but you rush and you end up getting in an accident or something. Then you're not going nowhere, my nigga. You might as well. You gonna wish you stayed at the crib.
Yeah, that's why you don't get caught up in that little bubble that your job is in. Don't get caught up in that little world too much. It's like no one gives. It's kind of like jail where no one gives a fuck what's going on inside the fucking Amazon warehouse besides the people in there type shit. And you gotta realize that like it's jobs paying the same amount, doing the same shit or something better like everywhere. Like most jobs fucking suck. You just find the one that sucks the least for you and grind it out. Use it as a stepping stone until you get to where you want to be at.
Literally every single trip. But that's going to bring us to the end of today's episode, man. We just want to say thank y'all for tuning into the entire episode. Thank you for not just looking at a clip and judging us, bro.
Yes, sir. And if you did look at a clip and judge us, I love you. Hit me up. No, don't hit me up. But you know what I'm saying, I got love for you because I'm glad you typed in there, and I'm glad that I was on your mind today. You feel me? Like, as always, man, love y'all.
Thanks, love.